My name's Evan, and thank you for listening to my story. Before I came to a saving knowledge of Christ, I would say my life probably looked like I had it all together. Things I looked to for emotional fulfillment were my accomplishments, and um, I was in the top 3% of my class. Principal voted me top 10, drum major. I knew a lot of people, did a lot of stuff. Let's see, I prided myself in being a good Christian young boy, and thought that that would earn me God's favor better by not saying and watching and doing certain things. When I hit puberty, my voice started squeaking and I didn't grow any taller, and I figured if I had all this awesome stuff, the girls would notice me, yes. So really at the root of all this was a lot of insecurity, and I felt really kind of like stopped up because I thought this fortress of awesomeness and accomplishments was like about to fall over. So when I got to college, I quickly made it to the top of the concert ensembles and saxophone studio as a freshman. And I remember like being burnt out and so emotionally empty, and just thinking like, God, now what? I mean, I'm supposed to be happy. Like, I'm Christian. I'm supposed to be happy, and I'm not. Um, so I met with a Cru staff member, and we went through the gospel-centered life, and I realized how performance-driven I was, and how that had bled into my spiritual life. And I remember God kind of wrapping his arms around me and like crying. I was crying so hard because like all these accomplishments, I just felt like God saying, Evan, there's like nothing you can do to make me love you more, nothing you can do to make me love you less, and it's by grace you have been saved. And a little while later I felt like kind of flower pot was kind of dropped on my head, holy flower pot. And when I came to the realization, and God kind of showed me like, Evan, like you desiring compatibility in a relationship, that is a good thing, and but right now it's becoming an idol in your life. And when I do bless you with a relationship, even if it's only for a season and it's not like a long-term thing, like that, by idolizing it, you're going to put pressure on that relationship, and you're going to put pressure on her to perform, and really setting everything up for not a good outcome. So now that I feel like I've understand grace more, and learning to turn areas of sin over to God, I feel more free. And I have, like my situation in life still hasn't changed much. Some days don't get a good parking spot, and I don't have like a 10 or 30-year plan for my life, and I don't put my identity in grades. Rather, I put those things in God's hands, and it's just nice, like living for a calling higher than myself. And if you want to talk about anything you see me on campus, please just wave me down and say, Evan, let's talk, and I'd love to talk. So thank you for listening to my story.